Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Mac, and today I'm going to be replacing the starter on a 2005 Kia Sedona minivan. So I've already got the front of the van jacked up, and I like to leave the jack underneath it on the side I'm working on with some tension on it, just in case one of the stands happens to go. That is like a little safety feature I like to do. And first thing you want to do is make sure you take the positive terminal from the battery, and I've already done that. And you will need a 10mm wrench or socket to remove that. So here is the starter, and you'll need a 14mm wrench or socket. Take that off, and there's another one that's right up. That's gonna be hard to see. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it's on top of this, right in there where my thumb is, down inside there. It's gonna be hard to. You just have to feel it. That's gonna be the hard one to get to. Everything else is easy, but that one is pretty tight to get to. So let me get the camera up in here to show you. Oh, I think that's it right there. Yeah. There we go. Sorry. It's kind of a tight fit in there, so not a good view of it. And as you can tell by all the oil everywhere, I've got a little bit of an oil leak. Seems like a lot, but it's really not that bad. This is over a period of time, but that's what makes the starters go out. This is about the third or fourth starter that I have replaced, and it's because of that oil leak I got. It drips down over it, and over time it saturates the starter and causes it to go out and become weak when it's hot. It don't have the power to turn the engine over. And this is the back side of the starter where the electrical wires hook up. Try to give you a good shot. It's kind of a tight fit up in here, but these are pretty easy to get to. This won't be bad. There we go. And this is the new starter here. And just to show you the electrical connections, you're going to have a plug that snaps on here, and then this nut here has a terminal on it. So you'll take it off and remove the terminal, and then when you put it back on, just put the terminal back on and put the nut back on. And these are 13mm nuts. The one that has a wire on it, you don't have to mess with it. You can put a wrench on it and make sure it's tight from the factory. You know, sometimes they might be a little loose or something, so just make sure that one's tight, that's got the wire that's already on it, that's coming from the starter. You don't have to mess with that one, that terminal and that nut. So that's all it is two wires. Some of your vehicles, if it's original, there is a heat shield that went over up in here. That's what that nut there is for on it. It attached to it, but it was kind of a shield that went here and under here, and it was a pain in the butt, so I took it off and never put it back on. So if you have that shield, just take it off and a couple of nuts holding it on, and do what you want to with it. But I took mine off because it was a pain in the rear. When you get the new starter, make sure you check this, because this was really loose. So you need to tighten that up. I just took a pair of vice grips on it, clamp down on this part here that don't have threads, and tighten it up real good. And then the mount nut here, when it's in, will fit on that just like that. So you want to make sure that's good and tight. Well, there's the old nasty starter, and I got the new one in. Got the battery hooked back up, and we are going to give it a little test. We'll see if this thing cranks up. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that's done. My wife will be happy with that. And get her vehicle back. I meant to say that on the top nut, the mounting nut that's hard to get to, that I had a hard time trying to show you, can't see it, you just have to feel it. You're going to need a deep well socket, because a little short socket, it won't fit up. It won't fit up in there. It's not long enough to extend the ratchet out. So anyway, I used a deep well on that. So anyway, hope this video helped you. If you got any comments or anything, negative, positive, I don't care, leave them down there. And if you got any better ways of doing this, or tips or tricks that maybe I didn't talk about or don't know, leave me a comment. I appreciate you watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'll have some future videos on automotive maintenance. So appreciate you watching. Hope you have a Southern blessed day.